Hi everyone, welcome to today's craft program. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. For today's episode, we are going to be making a traveling game kit. So this is an idea I found on Instagram and I'm going to show you what the original product looks like. It's very cute. You've got tic-tac-toe, you've got checkers, and you've got Ludo. I didn't know what this game was. Shout out to my coworker Kevin for finding out for me. I thought it was Sorry. It's not. It looks similar, but it's not. So we're going to be making a version of this. We're making the no sewing version because, who has time for that? No, I'm just kidding. If you have time for sewing, that's awesome. Definitely sew it if that's what you want to do. Sorry, I'm losing pieces over here. And I don't know if we're going to get to like every single bit of this, but this is the one sample one I made. I have all this old canvas material from like forever, and we're going to use it to make bags. So this is my Ludo board. It's okay. And then on the back, I did a checker board. Now this material, kind of hard to like find something to draw on it. I had these acrylic painter markers, white, and that worked pretty well. This board I did in puff paint. So the bag is, my puff paint is still wet, so I'm trying not to touch it. We have Velcro at the top. Inside we used Fabric Fusion. And then, I'm losing my pieces again. Inside we've got these pieces, gems, if you wanted to do tic-tac-toe. I also cut some scraps and made a little tic-tac-toe board. And then for the Ludo pieces, you needed like 4 of each color, and I had these teeny tiny plastic beads that are like the perfect colors, so that's what we're using for that. I lost one of my beads somewhere. And then the one thing I don't have to show you at the moment is a dice, so you'll need that to play Ludo. I'm also going to print out instructions on how to play the game because like I didn't know how to play it. I might do checkers as well. I don't know. I feel like most people know how to play checkers. Okay, so we're going to get started. So your take-home craft bags are going to have the material. They're going to have all the little pieces you need, and they're going to have like the Velcro. I might have to do the Fabric Fusion because I don't think, so it's sticky on one side, so I wouldn't really be able to like package that in there and let you stick it on. If I find a way to do that, then I will, like maybe parchment paper, and you can do it yourself. Like I want you to do this all yourself as much as you can. So I'm going to use a scrap here that's not like the perfect size, and but it's good enough for our purposes today. The dimensions for the bag is 9 inches long, 6 inches wide. If the original concept had like a zipper, which is really nice, but like we don't have that. We have Velcro. So like, your fabric's gonna come pre-measured. However, if you're watching this and you're not getting a take-home craft bag, you're just doing this for fun, which is great. You can like play with that dimension a bit. So I'm gonna like turn the screen down and kind of start getting through some of the stuff so I don't like spend the whole time just talking y'all's ears off. I don't know if you can see this. So Fabric Fusion, got it at Walmart. It's great. There's like all these caveats. Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, the first time I did this craft, I thought, I should put the Velcro on first. So I'm going to do that first. So it's just like a teeny tiny, we have like these big pieces of Velcro, like these big spools of Velcro, the fuzzy side and the clingy side. And anyways, I just like cut off like a thin strip. Here, let me show you guys. Oh gosh, just grabbed a bunch of Velcro. This is what I'm talking about. It says, yeah, so you can use that. So did that one. Over here, we're gonna do the other one. The first time I did it, I did the Fabric Fusion first, and then tried to get the Velcro in there, and it was a little bit tricky, but I did it. As you can tell, this piece of fabric, I did not cut it exactly evenly. That's okay. You probably would want to on yours, and you know, whatever fabric you want to use is probably fine. But this is what we had. Like I said, we had this canvas. You know, if you want to sew this and like make the edges nice, and so they're not like tearing it off up there. Okay, so cut this. And, you know, also, like, measuring things properly is always a great idea. I had a volunteer helping me with this earlier, and they were just like, wow, you were just going for it. You're not even, like, measuring or whatever. You're just like, I was like, yes. But, like, you know, if you want, like, a really nice product, definitely measure. Okay, so we got our Fabric Fusion. Now we're going to peel off the back. There's a lot of instructions with Fabric Fusion, but there's also just like a lot of instructions for these, like making stuff like this. You know, if you use, what's it called? Like the glue for fabric glue or whatever, you know, you can use that too. And it'll be like pre-wash the fabric, do this and this, you know, do what you want. We didn't wash this. We didn't iron this. It might have looked, oh gosh, I should have done this better. You know what? This is what happens when I'm trying to like talk and do things at the same time. My edges aren't even, but that's okay, okay? It's okay. It's not like hot glue. You can adjust a little bit. All right, so pressing this down. Okay, you know, the more you want to press it down, if you want to put some heavy books, some bricks, I don't know what you've got, that'll help it. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, this, whatever this is, it's peeling badly. So if you can like tuck that in and make a nice hem with your fabric, that's probably a good idea. Okay, so so in this case, you know, I wouldn't immediately open it like that, but I wanted to show you guys. So definitely work on that Fabric Fusion before you get to the next part. Now the next part, I would say depending on what material you're, like what supplies you're using. If you're doing markers on both sides, that's perfect. Don't worry about it. I have these fabric markers I don't think I've ever used. And I don't think we have time to use them. Honestly, I think the video is about to run out. But those are good. Again, this was good for like dark materials. Puff paint. I got the pastel. I got the regular kind. I'm not going to show you how to draw the boards. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you look at the image, again, I'm just going to hold this up so y'all can look at it. If you need to pause it. But if you look up, like, just Google a Ludo board and base it off of that, again, these are what you're working with. And the take-home craft bags will have copies of that, so like you can reference it. But yeah, you can just freehand these, be as precise as you want. I still haven't played Ludo, so I'm like definitely gonna like make somebody play with me. And yeah, that is our craft. I hope you guys have fun making it.